What's up, Wallet Monkeys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, what I wanted to discuss and cover with you is the Navy Federal Credit Union Flagship card. Yes, the House of High Limits, the quintessential card, the card that supposedly can go up to $80,000 with a minimum balance of $5,000. So keep that in mind. If you were to want to product change or do something into this card, you've already got to have a credit limit on the previous card of $5,000 or more. But this $80,000, just to get this out of the way, is from every rep I've ever talked to. We've got other people in the community that are talking to Navy Federal on a constant basis. Nobody in the system has actually ever seen somebody get an $80,000 flagship card, even though it's possible. You could also have 3 flagship cards. Now, let's cover some basics here. Before we get into Navy Fed basics, let's cover the cards. So I got my iPad open here so I could get the most up-to-date information for you. So rates are 12.24 to 18%. I notice a lot of people right in that 17 to 17.99% APR range, like somebody in the community, I'm literally looking at their screenshot right there. They got 17.74% on a $20,000 flagship card. Congratulations again, that's awesome. So we've got that. We've got a $49 annual fee, a minimum of $5,000, maximum of $80,000. The maximum tends to be more like $25,000 to $30,000. And I'd love to hear you comment below if you've got over this. I don't think I've seen a single person with over $30,000 on a single flagship, but if you've got more than that, I'd love to hear from you. 3x points on travel, 2x points on everything else. You get credits for, what is this, global entry or TSA pre, no cash advance fees, no foreign transaction fees as well, no balance transfer fees, and I said the $49 transfer fee as well. Okay, so let's talk some basics here. Out of the gates, Navy Fed pulls TransUnion, FICO 9. They are pulling from a couple of their data sources that I noticed recently. It's mostly gonna be TransUnion though. And it's usually one hard pull per product that you wanna get, but for some reason, I don't even know if this is still happening. There was this point in time where if you did have an application that did a hard pull, then you could possibly use it again for like a credit limit increase or something like that. I don't know if that's still true, but TransUnion, FICO 9 for most of what they're gonna do. For credit limit increases, they've been known to pull Equifax 9, and credit limit increases also use Equifax FICO 9 as well. You can pre-qualify for any card on the website right now, but you need an active membership, and you just go to pre-qualify me. It's literally at the top on the credit cards page. And if you pre-qualify for any of those cards, you are very likely to get them. So that is the good thing about the pre-qualification tool, is that they're not really playing games with it. Is that like they're just telling you flat out, like, yes, based off what we're able to pull and your internal factors, whatever they're pulling from algorithmically, is you have great odds of getting that card. Like, I don't know if I've ever heard of somebody not get the card after they've been pre-qualified. So just keep that in mind, right? If you're pre-qualifying for the flagship card, then you should probably get it. If you're not pre-qualifying, then get a different card. But if you're not seeing the flagship card as one of your pre-qualification offers, do not try and apply, because most likely you'll get denied. And then you'll be able to pre-qualify and see your likelihood of getting these cards, and then pull the trigger and get that new card. And then of course there will be a hard pull, right? Okay, maximum exposure that you can get with Navy Federal right now is $80,000. Now, that's $80,000 collectively. Understand, that is the hard cap, the maximum exposure from the bank. Depending on your credit profile and your credit situation, is you might actually be hitting like a soft cap, let's call it, or a maximum exposure limit for you that you've reached. And that's only because you need to build up more transactional history. I can't say this enough. So I'm plugging it in here, right? So you need to build up more transactional history. You need to open up some smart certificates, or open a pledge loan, or do more transactions, right? Those are things that can all help. Also too, to increase your odds of getting pre-approved for the flagship card, is to get the flagship checking account. Now, this is a checking account that's supposed to be used for balances of $1,500 and above. They actually give APR out on your balance, your daily balance. But if you've got lower than a $1,500 daily balance, then I don't know how many days that it's lower than that, they'll charge you, I think, like $10 a month for that, right? The maximum credit line that you can get is $25,000 before it starts to trigger, some sort of proof of income or some sort of verification. And that seems to be the standard, right? I've heard that across the boards. Now, when you go to get credit limit increases, it's fine. You can go to 30, you can go to, and above, right? Which I think the most I've heard on the card, like I said, is 30,000. So I'd love to hear from you if you've gotten above that. But $25,000 is about the max that they'll approve you for on one of these cards, right? It's usually $20,000. And then, yeah, if you've got lower credit, then you're gonna get lower amount, below what I just outlined, right? Max you can get is 3 cards, so you could get 3 flagship cards, but again, remember your maximum exposure would be 80,000. So however that would be divvied up across those 3 cards. And we've proven this yet again recently. The credit limit increases were maxed at about 4,000 during COVID, but recently we've had people get $8,000 credit limits, back-to-back credit limit increases. So that seems to be broken, but 8,000 is the new or regular limit on a credit limit increase. And again, I've seen a few situations to where they were actually given more than that. But we had somebody who recently, like they're at 79,000, and then they got a credit limit increase for $1,000 on one of their cards. And so they've got a $30,000 limit on that card, but now they're at maximum exposure of 80,000 on the card. So yes, it's possible to get the $80,000 on the card. Again, just nobody's seen it. So I would actually love to see that, because I think that would be absolutely incredible. Very powerful card at $80,000. Even a $50,000 card is extremely powerful, because the amount that you can cash advance, the amount that you can get liquid off of that card pretty much immediately is very substantial and can get you out of just about any problem you can think of or get yourself into with that, as well as you can start to really leverage that to get cash off that card to do something with, right? So anyways, those are the particulars. A few other things that I want to end with is, let's recap the 91.3, which is 91 days or 3 statement days between credit limit increases. And sometimes if you're denied, you can use that same hard pull from before, like I mentioned earlier, but I don't even know if that's gonna be something that you would expect. Just expect that they will pull you again for another hard pull if you wanna do another credit limit increase, right? And then lastly, and what I want to leave you with, is that internal score matters. Now, I know to a lot of people that the internal score doesn't matter and it's only used once. It's supposed to be just used on credit cards the very first time. I don't think it is, guys. And we've seen proof of this again, time and time again rather, that this, it's used, right? It's used often is what it appears to be. And it's used on at least their credit cards, but maybe even other products. So improving your internal score is the key here. That is the relationship that you are trying to build with them. And lastly, if you do get pre-approved, understand that I'm looking at a screenshot right now. There will be a 60,000 bonus points or $600 value that you could also get when spending $5,000 in the first 90 days, and you'll get a free year of Amazon Prime on them. So that is the current deal that you can expect in terms of a sign-up bonus. Anyways, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your experiences with the flagship card, with Navy Fed. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Of course you love it. Well, who am I kidding? Comment below, let us know what you think. And then if you want this video to get in front of more people, just simply comment or like. And if you're brand new here and you like this sort of thing, then subscribe, stick around, hit the bell notification, turn it to all. Quick shout out to all of our Patreons who make videos like this possible. Thank you so much for donating just a couple dollars a month. You can help us continue to run the show here. So thanks again, guys, and be on the lookout, more videos coming soon.